We are here today not to mourn the First Lady. We're here to celebrate her life, to remember her.
We know that the best part of her life lives on. But I'm still going to miss you, Mom.
A final goodbye to the former First Lady, family and friends celebrating the life and legacy of Rosalynn Carter. They gathered at the church today, where the Carters have worshiped there for years in their small hometown of Plains.
They not only remembered Mrs. Carter, but her lasting legacy as well. 11 Alive's John Sherrick is in Plains tonight with more on how those who knew Mrs. Carter will continue to carry her legacy forward.
At Mrs. Carter's funeral, one of the most powerful expressions of love and farewell had no words, no music, no prayers, just the devoted husband with her throughout. A love bigger than their years together could hold. The 39th President of the United States, by Rosalynn's side to the end. The Carters' church in their hometown of Plains, filled with family and their neighbors and friends, honoring former First Lady Rosalynn Carter, grandson Josh Carter.
She saw people in forgotten corners of forgotten places as people who have hopes and dreams and are worthy of love.
Tears of joy and loss, as Pastor Tony Loudon described the strong spouse, mother, global leader. Rosalynn Carter, he said, was the personification of the biblical virtuous woman in the book of Proverbs, who cared more for others than herself. When he would visit the Carters, she was always asking him,
Who can I pray for? How can I help you help them? And the next thing out of her mouth, she says, get me their phone numbers so that Jimmy and I can call them. When she realized someone was hurting, she didn't ask for prayers for herself, she asked for prayers for other people.
Pastor Loudon imagined what Mrs. Carter, always so competitive in life, must be saying in heaven now.
Jimmy tried to beat me here, I got here first. And I'm waiting on him.
They left the church with the brisk breeze at their backs and leading them her legacy. Not only how much she was loved, but how much she loved from a heart bigger than her 96 years could hold. After the funeral, the motorcade rolled slowly from the church to the Carter home just down the street, where Mrs. Carter was buried on a hillside at a private family service.
Very touching ceremony there, John. Thank you. You know, relationships in Plains, it goes back generations for both black and white families.
And while there are ugly parts of the town's history, our Faith Jesse spoke with some longtime residents who say the Carters made it their mission to make sure everyone was treated with love.
It's playing high right now.
For Vernita Sampson and Clyde Tullis,
Plain, Georgia.
Plains is home.
My grandfather was a sharecropper, and he produced peanuts and corn and all that.
As a grandchild of sharecroppers, Miss Sampson still lives on the land and grew up with the Carters' children.
A very warm, peaceful family. I got a chance to even go to school with Amy Carter.
For Clyde, their families work together.
My dad and President Carter wasn't president then, but they all had good communication, and we was bringing our products to the Carter warehouse.
Both say the Carters set an example when it came to showing love to the whole community.
To me, they never showed racism, what color you were. Bottom line, love.
In his 1971 inaugural address as the governor of Georgia, Mr. Carter famously said,
"The time for racial discrimination is over."
Their longtime neighbors in Plains said that statement played out, especially through the late Mrs. Carter's actions.
Humility, honor, and like I said before, love. Love your neighbors. So I believe that's what they did for this community and all around the world. Love.
Absolutely. And if you missed today's ceremony, you want to see it again, we have the entire service right now on the 11 Alive Plus streaming app. You could download it for free on your Amazon Fire, Roku, or Apple TV devices.